world of souls and the world of light is something unimaginable. That when people pass from this life, if they've been naughty, this grave becomes something difficult. And what the nafs has grabbed on to that soul of its bad actions and bad character has to be resolved until the separation of the body and the soul. If there are people that depending upon they didn't do too much bad but they didn't have belief, what happens to their souls, they walk upon this earth. Once they've been freed from their body, they live upon this earth and they roam the earth with the fragrance of their light. One, their light is of a stench, it was not purified. The mildew and the bad actions of their character fragranced their light and made their arwah to be of a not pleasant smell. Based on what they know is where they levitated to. So if they didn't know of God, they didn't know of Allah, they didn't know of paradises and heavens and the Prophets, and they had not that belief, they're stuck within a realm of what they believed. And they believed in the material world and they're stuck on this material world. They roam, and we've described before, they roam the earth, and one form of azab before a greater azab, one form of difficulty before a greater difficulty is to roam the earth without the ability to intervene. To be a spectator in your own life and the life of those whom you loved is a punishment. They're free from the punishment of the grave, they begin to what they call like ghosts, they roam the earth. And then somebody came and said, there's no ghost in Islam. I said, what are you talking about? There's ghosts in Islam, there's jinn in Islam, there's everything in Islam. Because Allah has created, He says, that which you know and that which you don't know. So since you don't know it, you say, no, it doesn't have it in Islam because of arrogance of character. Characters that are arrogance, they limit Allah's creation, limit knowledges that Allah dispenses. If you don't know it, you're not from that reality, and if you are from that reality, Allah teaches you. So those whom they've trained in malakut and their seclusions, all they've dealt with is unseen. And the reality of death is that they freed from temporary punishment, Allah allows them to roam the earth. As they roam the earth, they levitate to where they were familiar with, homes and relatives of where they used to be. That's why in some places they're stuck in buildings, places where they lived, homes where they lived, locations where they occupied. That's all that's familiar to them. They didn't think of, I'm going to go to this maqam or that maqam and I want to be with these pious people. And that's why one of the realities of what Prophet was teaching, seek out knowledges. Because the knowledge is power and the knowledge will set you free beyond your imagination of the dunya. That when you seek out these realities, it's knowledge and its understanding sets us free. One, we said every death is at night. As soon as you wash and sleep, it's a death for you. Your body parked, your soul went and said, I heard these realities, Ya Rabbi. And that's why they speak to the level of the soul, not to the physicality. One, so that everyone's souls who will listen now or in the future or whenever they listen to it, they sleep with wudu and their soul will go into it. Say, Ya Rabbi, I heard about Ta'aseen. Let me to be dressed in that ocean of Ta'aseen, of Yasin, of all these haqqaiqs and all these teachings, Ya Rabbi, let me to be dressed in it. So the seeking of knowledge is the most immense stress upon the soul. It frees the soul and opens its infinite maqams and stations for the soul to achieve of haqqaiqs and realities. But for us to understand the dunya, when somebody doesn't have that, they roam the earth. There are souls that roam the earth and they go to their loved ones and then they begin to witness what's happening. Somebody's abusing somebody and they can't say anything. Somebody's putting somebody into difficulty, they can't say anything. Somebody's harming all of the things you could imagine that people do to each other. Imagine these souls are watching, they watch in the homes because they levitate to those locations and they want to see what's going on, they want to be with their loved ones. They can't communicate with them because the parda and the division that Allah has drawn between them. So it means then we understand this is an immense difficulty.